フルカウンター
Alright lads, so Nebula Zeldris is looking like to be one of the most anticipated characters coming out this year. Literally the hype around is kind of crazy, and rightfully so. This is by far the best Zeldris we're going to get. Kind of surprised he's not a festival character, because they made this Zeldris festival when he didn't really need to. Thankfully, he was good, so I don't mind too much here. But surely, the Zeldris that we were going to get as a festival should have been this guy. But hey, I don't mind too much because, well, that does mean he's going to be a lot cheaper, especially during the anniversary or the 2.5 anniversary. And also, he should be a filler unit. So, in the future, on banners, he should come out more often. I say that, but then Red Tamiel is not a rare character, and he's yet to come out on the actual banner in 4.5 months now. He's basically been out for. And also to come out with the tickets. So, I guess them being a filler unit doesn't mean much nowadays because they're still too scared to release them. But maybe Zeldris is a lot more easy to get rather than Tamiel, because Tamiel does have a grace. But since the 2 skill for Zeldris were leaked, and a lot of people are speculating what he could do, so today we're going to go through my predictions about what he could do, as well as go through some actual, I guess, predictions other people have made, because there's a funny Reddit post I want to go over, so let's just jump in. If you guys are new, enjoy the content, do subscribe. We are doing grand content every single day, so boys, let's just jump in. Alright, so this was on Reddit. This is actually a really funny post here. And it's by Raul. I think it's his name. I'm not too sure, but I'll leave a link in the description so you can see it. So look at all the predictions and what people want him to be, right? So it's quite funny because it's actually really, really true. A lot of people want him to be so many different things that it's most likely going to be a massive disappointment when this guy does drop. But hey, he's obviously Zeldris. It's by far the best looking Zeldris in terms of actual movesets. Maybe when we get the green eye one, that could be arguably the better Zeldris here. But let's go through. So, of course, the big one, double AoE skills. So, we saw with the leaks that we do have his actual skills here, which look AoE. I think the actual blue mist one, or the purple mist ball, is definitely AoE. And you could argue the little lightning slash at the end, which is most likely full react here. I kind of went over already in my last video, but this is most likely what the full react skill is. And it could be AoE, but that possibly could make that a single target skill too. But at the moment, it does look AoE. And like we've been saying, boys, Hendrickson, by far the best partner for, obviously, a somewhat SRO. And obviously that's because he does have 2 AoE skills. 2 of the worst skills in the game. Shock and bleed, or whatever he does do, absolutely terrible. So if we do get a Zeldris to come out with 2 AoE skills that are actual damage skills rather than poison and bleed, then it's going to be kind of scary. So we're going to go through my prediction later on about what I think he could do. But let's go through the other ones. So AoE Infect, not happening. I mean, it's possible it happens, but the thing is, the cards are red. I know they can be changed to just literally being purple, but I don't think so. I think they're going to be 2 damage skills. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we had seen leaks that Chandler, you know, another character going to come out probably after Zeldris, is supposed to gonna have a AoE Infect. So they're not going to give this guy Infect. They're going to save that for Chandler, which I'm happy for, because Infect was my favorite cards. And if you don't know by the intro, Chandler's my favorite character. You can kind of see him behind me as well right there. So of course Chandler's going to have Infect. Could be changed because it was leaked 2 months ago now. He's still not out, so it's iffy, but I still think one of them is going to have Infect soon. And with Red Tamiel coming out possibly soon, at least more in the rotations on banners and also the tickets, then yeah, every team's going to want to have Infect. But speaking of Red Tamiel in the banner, honestly I hope he is, because he's not returned yet. He's not even been added to the tickets yet. Don't know why. It's been more than 3 months now, which the timeline from Sariel being added to the game to him actually coming out in the tickets was 3 months after he did left, which is past that now for Tamiel. So I honestly don't know what they're doing. But Red Tamiel I hope is, because it's that, you know, consider how bad the SRS banner was, I don't mind that. And also as well, I have a really good meme that I want to do tomorrow, or is it on Wednesday, when it revealed the new banner. So hopefully it isn't it, because then I can include it. But if not, I'm going to have to wait until Red Tamiel does get added to the banner before I can make that meme again. Good banner, sure. I mean, we saw a terrible SRS, so I hope it's got something on it. We don't really get too many seasonals on non-seasonal banners, so it's hard to make it good other than Tamiel being on the banner, so I'm not too sure. AoE counter, not happening. But what I think it could do, you can see it on screen now, I kind of made like a little concept art of what he could do, is at the start of the match, he spawns it with a counter. Because, I mean, the character is called Nebula Zeldris. If he's not going to have an actual counter, or at least the Nebula skill for an actual counter, then it could possibly do it for an actual passive. And we've seen this already in the game with, obviously, Green Tank Lian, where she does spawn in, she gets a kind of Yuki animation. Maybe there's actual certain health bar to it, maybe there's a certain timer, but I think maybe 2 turns. But to be fair, that'd be so broken. It'll be one of the best characters in the game. If he does have AoE counter, or just, sorry, counter in general at the start of the turn, and 2 AoE skills, I mean, how can you win? I think that might be too broken, but like, that's festival worthy. I mean, he is festival worthy, but for a 6 diamond banner, I'm not too sure. Good demon support. I mean, he's gonna be on SOS's team. He's gonna be good demon support. He probably won't buff up the demons entirely. He might make it just so, oh, give your team basic stats or something like that, right? Where he might be able to work with everyone. Hope so, because that's I want it to be more used on other teams. And speaking of that, it does say not restricted to demons or commandments, because that's what I said. I'm good with that one. I'm not gonna lie to you lot, because he's got to be somewhat good than for other teams. You want more value out of your diamonds, right? You don't want to spend 6 diamonds and just get Zelda for the demon team. You want to use them in other teams as well, like Sigurd, for example. Very, very good on the demon team, but also very good on the Ragnarok team, and very good on any team you throw him onto. So that's a perfect example of how I want it to be. Mega DPS, I mean, to be fair, if he's got 2 AoE skills, he's going to imply encroachment after, like, what, 4 skills? That's going to kill everyone anyway, so he's going to be a good DPS character. Good in both PvE and PvP. Well, to be fair, I can see him being limited to PvP. Maybe, though, I don't know, because Chandler, once again, with the leaks that we did see, he's apparently a PvP character, so I'm not too sure if they're going to do 2 demons for PvP. Maybe he'll be actually limited to just being in the game. And then I guess good for dogs. Well, I don't really care too much. We're about to get the actual the dog character at the end of the month, so it doesn't really matter too much to me. And then a very good strong AoE ultimate. We've already seen it. It's very good in story mode. Obviously, it doesnly really translate well to obviously in PvP, but it's a very good chance it could be a good ultimate. Good commandment to replace Estarossa. Now, this is the thing, though. I've been told more times now that he possibly may not have a commandment. I have to go and check it. Maybe I'll check. I'm not too sure, but apparently Zeldris, before he does actually use Omnis Nebula Zeldris, he does give his commandment to Mediolis in the Cocoon. Obviously, he's trying to collect all the commandments, so it's possible he doesn't have one. But then again, but Netmarvel's actual track record of making things super canon hasn't been the greatest. I mean, technically speaking, Merlin is a human, just has powers. Nanashi is a goddess, but then technically denounced it, and you don't really see it until the end of the series, so I allowed that one, but I think the most obvious one. Jenna and Zaneri are actually goddesses, but they apparently got the human tag, which doesn't really make too much sense. I guess because they're in human bodies, it's kind of the same situation as Denzel and I guess Narabasta, so I don't know, man. I think, you know, they've not had a cleanest record of making things super, super canon. And obviously, Zelda coming out of a commandment will be massive, because to be fair, I do not really like Estor's commandment too much, because it is basically rolled down you removing buffs, which is great against Rimuru or Traitor Melee, you know, actual player characters that do buff up here. But considering that his 2 best partners in the game is at the moment Sigurd and also Traitor Melee and also Sword Meteors that do actually get buffs and have amplify skills, he doesn't really work too well. So if we did get Zelda's, it would counteract his actual commandment here. But then again, boys, 2 AoE skills, a counter if he does have one for a passive, and a commandment to make the team better. Bro, the actual expectation of this guy is going to be so high that people are going to be disappointed. Alright, so okay, sorry I ain't got sound on, but my predictions for the actual, well, very low CC. Not a real PvP game, though. I'm not really too focused about it. But my predictions. So obviously, we think it's going to have 2 AoE skills, which I would not mind, because you can start like this. We got lucky because we got the RNG here, but you start off with 2 AoE skills. Probably do decent damage, so that wouldn't be too bad here. But what I'm thinking he's going to have, and I guess it's because it'd be kind of cool to see and might be a bit broken. To be fair, at that point, Estarossa might be the actual support character. It's to give the character AoE spike. We saw already that Blue Zeldris did have that skill, and it kind of worked. Not really, but it kind of worked, right? But you can imagine right now, I didn't get AoE skill, but if he does have AoE skills, boom, you literally encrode them for 3 turns, or, you know, do the 4 darknesses or 3 darknesses in 1 turn. The next time we do an AoE skill, then we do another AoE skill with the spike skill from Zelda if he did have one. And because you lowered all the stats by 60% or 40%, whatever it may be, like, it's going to crit them all. It's like no one's going to survive that AoE spike damage, especially if you do crit. So you can imagine the character be kind of broken. I mean, like I just said, at that point, Estarossa will be the support character, because you literally will probably kill the whole team. And then I guess for what would it be? I guess for the actual other skill, honestly, I'm gonna say wave. You know, I think, I don't know, he might have wave. I guess looking back at Tamio and Sario, they kind of got some unique skills, not really, but some unique skills, right? To the point where, like, I think that was the first time we got AoE cleave. I think so. I could be wrong here. So getting wave, I know it's limited to obviously 11, but 11 is a terrible character, so I didn't kill. The amount to give that wave to someone unique, so giving that to Zelda could be quite helpful. Other than that, I'm not too sure, man. Maybe, I guess everyone say Power Strike, you know, Sever, something that King has. And I guess for PvE farming, it wouldn't be too bad, actually, because 2 AoE skills, not bad. Some people had said, though, they want to give him Darkness AoE, which will, I think would be bad, because at that point he's literally Arthur to the Barn team, which although yes, he will be obviously support for Estarossa, I think giving him darkness skill will be so limited towards literally him just being on the demon team. It yeah, might be a bit too much. Literally you cannot use him without using Estarossa, which is not a good thing to say, because I mean I'm sure you're gonna have to get Estarossa if you want to use Zeldris, but at least I'm hoping if you somehow did stay for Zeldris, you can probably use him by himself on another team rather than just solely being on the Estarossa team. So AoE darkness I don't see happening. And then for the counter, although I did say it could be for a passive, I think that might be stretching a little bit. So boys, let me know what you think, man. Like I did say, the hype for him is kind of real, and I think the fact that right now, considering we don't really have that many leaks towards him, normally in Grand Cross, if you don't know, we get spoiled by everything literally before it comes out, right? We normally know what the character does, we normally know the banner sometimes, we normally know who it is as well. So the fact right now we don't have all the information on him and we have the actual cards, it's kind of good for speculation, right? And that's kind of the thing that I miss doing in Grand Cross, because yeah, with all the leaks you can't really do that sometimes, because you normally know what's coming, so you can't really speculate when you know what's coming. So yeah boys, let me know what you think. Are you excited for him? Are you be pulling him? Obviously you have to wait and see on Wednesday when he does come out or gets revealed and it comes out on Thursday, but I am looking forward to him, man, because he's one of my, I think by far the best Zeldris. I mean, in between him and I guess the Green Eye one, but I'm looking forward to him. I don't really want to spend diamonds though. I hope he isn't that great, because I did accidentally, but I spent 300 diamonds for Estarossa and I got him, which I wasn't really planning to do. So now I kind of feel like I have to force to actually get him. But at least personally, I do know I'll be summoned for Chandler, guaranteed. And for the looks of it, Chandler is actually going to be a frontline character. And if I pull Zeldris, then Zeldris, if he doesn't work in the back line, then it's going to be a massive L, because at the moment you're replacing Festival Zeldris with this new Zeldris, which does mean your demon teams have no backline support. So it's this Zeldris, man, there's a lot going for him, so we're going to see you on Wednesday. So boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.